So, I don't normally post this kind of content, but I need to warn everyone about this monster that had entered my life and basically fucked my mental health up. So basically, I met this guy what felt like 3 years ago. In reality, it was 2 years ago. I met this guy, Tanya, or let's call him David, because that's his real name, on something known as RP Nation. And it's a website where you, as the name suggests, roleplay. And I was 13 at the time I met him, so yeah. And he was basically looking for a Sonic roleplay, and I was also looking for a Sonic roleplay, so I DM'd him. At the time, my profile picture was like one of those 8-bit horror things, and he told me he liked my profile picture because it reminded him of Sonic.exe. And we roleplayed something related to Sonic.exe for like a long while. And yeah, one day I thought he practically ghosted me until I got a DM from someone I didn't even know. I didn't even interact this person. And then the next time I heard about Tanya again, or David, was actually from another person I didn't even know, saying the same thing. Tanya has been banned. Here's his Discord username. Which I was pretty confused at first, because I didn't think David would do anything wrong at the time. Oh, how very wrong I was. Time skip to, 2022, because it was, 2021 at the time I got on RP Nation. But, yeah, I friended him on Discord, which I now very much regret doing so. I friended the guy because, I wanted to see his side of a story that everyone in the DM, the second time that I was DM'd his username, everyone was saying that he was being a pedo. And they were right. And he was wrong. I'm the type of person to see both sides of a story before taking action. So basically, I asked for his side of the story. And he was like, it was this girl that said she was 13. We were role-playing and it got into a 18 plus or an inappropriate part. And he tried going against it and they had a huge fight. He said he was going against it. And now I don't know if that's true or not. She said she was 13 and she'll get me banned. The admins hear one thing and the instant ban without hearing the other side of the story. Now they were fucking right to do so. Also, sorry for cursing, but this is needed. And me and Tanya just talked to each other for a really long time. And I didn't think much of it. I didn't even ask his age, his real name. Because I thought he was actually named Tanya, an actual girl around 17 to 18 years old. Let's just say I was very wrong on that factor. Anyways, time skip to a few days after my 16th birthday, to be specific, because I'm 16 right now. For some reason, I started to catch feelings on his kindness, how kind he was, not him himself. This was entirely due to people, not a bunch of people were nice, that kind to me at the time. So, yeah, one day during December, Tanya told me he liked me. Mind you, I had broken up with a girlfriend and a boyfriend a week before that because, 1, I felt like I was unloyal, and 2, I started seeing the girlfriend as a daughter and it felt weird to date her. Then Tanya told me his real name, age, and showed me his face even. And I was surprised, but didn't think much of it, due to the fact guys play video games as girls all the time. I even thought that he was doing it as a prank, to prank others, as a funny little joke. If it wasn't, I didn't want to hurt his feelings at the time. Because around that time, I was a huge pushover and didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Literally because I had this motto known as "Don't break their heart," because they only have one, but they have a bunch of bones. Anyways, back to David. So, I said yes, and I literally just regret it now. I regret it so much. We planned our future together because I thought after I graduated, he would help me get started with a new life known as adulthood. And I also literally begged him to get VR chat so we could make VR chat videos together as a funny little thing. Now, let's time skip to close to the end of January. I think it was around the 25th to 29th of January. My online son asked me to marry this guy I had just met because the guy was very good at voicing Shadow the Hedgehog, and as you guys know, I simped for Shadow the Hedgehog extremely. Now, still being a pushover and a people pleaser, I said yes. Literally entirely due to the fact that I need to get away from the fact that David was making me extremely uncomfortable. Like literally pushing my limits by being jealous a lot and awfully possessive. David found out about the secret marriage, and he was basically furious. Yeah, I did him wrong, but I didn't think we were actually dating. And after he found out, we had a drama, literally lots of drama until February, when I finally decided to block him. I was sick and tired of his shit, and I didn't think he meant a serious relationship, which I think to this day is pretty disgusting. Time skip to the middle of March. I don't think I should have done what I did. I did do him wrong anyways. Because literally, I think everything is my fault, and it's a problem. I apologized to him, and he apologized, and I thought things were back to more normal. And I found out I was wrong when one day he said he would leave the second server I had to make because I deleted the first server that me and him had. And I wanted to stay positive about everything because I can't be negative all the time. So I sent a smiley face waving gif to him, and that I sent to new members of my servers, my Discord servers to be specific. After that, he was like, "Okay, fuck you." I was so confused, and yes, I told him my first husband on VR chat had cheated on me, so I divorced him, as you saw in a video that I made. And I married again to a different guy as of recent. Both husbands were around my age, unlike him. And for those who are going to question me on what happened to Maddie, the day I made that video, she broke up with me because her family is very religious, and she thought her mother was very disappointed in her, and even though her mother said she supported it. So I didn't get sad or I didn't get angry over it, but I was still pretty sad. And he sent another message to me saying, "I guess he tastes good, boy." That was when I was so close to throwing up. I swear to God. And I told him, "Dude, I'm trying to stay positive, and me and my husband hasn't done that yet." He wanted me to be comfortable since we were dating, and we had not done it yet. And then he told me not to communicate with him again. Not even a week later, he says he's sorry and that he snapped at everyone. And I got the part where he snapped at everyone else, but I didn't get as to why he apologizes not even a week later. I would have got it if he had a break or two for 2 weeks, but he messaged me literally 2 to 3 days later. And after that, I get DMs from him that he missed me and cared for me, and I'm like, if you cared for me, you wouldn't have fucked up my mental health when I was stressed over real life things. Moral of the story, watch out. And he's planning on being a YouTuber, so if you find his YouTube, don't subscribe to him.